were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is January 15th, 2024. I am Drew.
And I am Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling, sports and entertainment, butthole buffoonery, 69 loving top podcast. It is Melon Fights.
Oh, yeah.
Melon Fights.
Melon fight.
Tara, let's get the energy up for today. We need it after a lackluster. Well, some stuff yesterday was great, but I need high energy from you today. High energy. Pretend you're almost making fun of me, if you'd like. I don't give a shit. Get weird. Get weird with it. Tara, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Is that what it's called? Martin Luther King Jr. Day? MLK Day?
MLK Day.
So I guess we're celebrating that
Yep.
by doing what? I don't know. By potting and living our lives and doing it all. Tara, we are now up on YouTube. I almost have every episode up on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, Melon Fights. If you guys want to listen to us on Melon Fights on YouTube, go ahead and do it. You can email us at melonfights, MELLON fights at gmail.com. Follow us at Melon Fights on TikTok or Andyland Entertainment on Instagram. Booyah.
Booyah.
I feel like I haven't been saying that, so I'm getting out of the way right away today. But anyway, the point was, as I've been putting them up, I've been listening to the early episodes. It's like so weird, so different. Like just the intro, basically. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but the intro,
Yeah.
some of the sounds a little different. As bad as our setup is now, it was even worse at the beginning. No
That's
intro
hard
song.
to believe.
Hard to believe
Yeah.
indeed. Hard to believe indeed. We weren't even on Riverside for the first handful.
Oh, yeah. We were on some other thing.
Something else.
I don't remember what it was called.
Me either. Riverside was we did like a free thing on that, and then we tried Riverside and we liked it a lot better, so we stuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Tara,
Drew.
let's talk about the NFL playoffs. I got the Bills game on in front of me here. Keeping an eye on
Ooh.
it. Bills up
Yeah.
big at halftime, 21-7. Second half has started here.
I expected that.
I'd say so. That's like a blowout. Not that it's a blowout yet, but I expected the better team to be ahead on that one. This
Yeah.
game postponed from the very cold weekend and snowy. Theirs was more of a snow issue.
Yeah. They were had fans there cleaning off
Mhm.
the stands and turning it into a little party
Yeah.
like they tend to do up there in Buffalo.
Yeah, well, when they got a pick earlier, right before the half, and earlier in the first half, and there were snowballs flying on the field during the play.
Oh, God.
I'm like, all right, guys, ridiculous.
They're wild.
I saw 3 of them come down, so that's going on. So Tara, NFL first weekend of the playoffs. There's still 2 games. There's this game going on, and then there's the Tampa Bay Eagles game later. So we'll be done before that. Sadly, I predict the Eagles end up figuring their shit out. Because that's just Tara, that's what's going to happen.
I think so.
I think they're going to figure it out.
Especially with the Cowboys losing.
Yeah, just to rub it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
So yesterday the Cowboys were total dog shit. It was over. Tara, I was doing a cheese board. I was doing a cheese board, a little charcuterie board for the fancy folk. I like to call it a cheese plate as a Wisconsinite. And I heard the first touchdown happen while doing it. In my brain, I went, it's over. It's fucking done. They let him drive down and score right away. I'm like, this is over. I knew it was over right then and there. I did.
I was at my apartment and I was going to go to mom and dad's to watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it started while I wasn't quite ready. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this first drive and then I'll head over there.
Yeah.
And then they just kept driving and driving. And I was like, there's too many Packer fans in my building. It's creating issues.
Oh, you
I
could hear
have
'em?
to leave. No, but I knew that they were here and
Yeah.
they were loving it. And it was like, nope, this isn't it. So I've got to go. I got to go home. Didn't
How
work
long
out.
did Dad watch with you?
Oh, yeah. Mom, Dad, Tara, Travis.
Oh, you all watched that dog shit sandwich.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Ooh,
I even cracked myself a Heine Zero because I
saw
can't
that.
drink right now.
Ew.
And I'm like, I just need something.
Tara's chasing. Tara, the whole point is to kind of like give it up. And I don't know that Heine's Heroes and trying to find another thing that gives you the buzz like the day soy.
Oh, that
I don't
didn't
think
give
that's
me
the
a buzz.
move. I
That
think-
just gave me heartburn.
I think
That
the
just gave
move,
me
I know it didn't, but the move is just to not do it. Like, can I not do it? It's like when you're not eating candy, you're like, but Annie crackers count. Animal crackers don't count.
Okay,
That's a cookie.
you cannot say that.
Cookie.
You cannot say that Heine Zeros count.
I'm not
'cause
saying it
there
counts
is-
I'm not saying it counts. I'm just saying,
And
what
it's
are you,
not even
I'm saying, what are you chasing? What's
I
the
just
chase
felt like
there? You don't even like
beer.
beer that much. So you're like, I need a Heine Zero.
I just thought it would.
For you, that
maybe
makes no sense.
No, it did because I thought that my team needed me to be a little
To be a little
like drink a beer.
boozeless Jones.
I don't know. I was
I don't
trying
know.
anything, Drew. I was literally trying anything because it was that sad to the point where at the end I was like, I need them to score 50 points because this
I was
team
hoping it'd be
sucks.
funnier if they scored 50. I'm like, 50,
Mhm.
please. I mean, I was in the first quarter. I'm like, all right, well, who's our new coach? To Miranda, I'm like, started like Bill Belichick.
No,
Who are they? No, yes, that is absolutely. Terry, you're crazy. That's crazy.
I want it to be new blood. Look
What's-
how
What do you mean new
Look
blood?
how-
I want to win, and he could win.
But
Otherwise, I
just
like Vrabel. Vrabel would be
I
my
would-
next choice.
I would be more up to doing Vrabel.
I think with Bill
Um,
Belichick would come in. I think they could win within the first year.
I don't know.
What don't you
Especially
know?
seeing, even seeing like CeeDee Lamb and how he was acting instantly. Like he had a shitty face on the
Yeah,
entire
that's coaching,
time. I'm like,
Tara. Coaching.
yeah, but
that's coaching.
I feel like
Bill wouldn't put up with
Bill-
that bullshit. Bill
well,
would
that's
have
the
benched
thing.
his ass
I know.
and had a better game plan. That's called game plan. They're all like, I like my coach. Yeah, you like him, but he sucks at his job. And Dak sucks at being quarterback.
Oh my gosh.
I am once again, it is proven that Dak sucks ass.
Yeah.
Again, the defense gave up a bunch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they
But it
did
was
have
over.
good defense.
Dak did bullshit, and then he started getting like stats once they were down by like a million through two.
Yeah.
He should have had more picks. Had a pick.
Oh my
six.
god. He was
just
forcing
forcing
afraid
bullshit.
to throw it.
He
Forcing
sucked.
it. Like there was one where I was like, did that hit his line in the head? And it didn't. It hit
No.
the guy's arm, but it was literally at the same where the head of the guy was next to him.
Even before he like threw his picks, he was sailing everything. Everything was high. Every throw was terrible.
Oh yeah.
The Packers
And it-
owned us.
And I knew it was
And
going to
I hate it.
happen.
I didn't think it was
knew
gonna be that embarrassing. I definitely didn't think it was gonna be that embarrassing.
No.
But I kind of like that they just got it over with for me. I turned the Bucks game on at 6, and that totally different outcome. We can get to that in a second. But the Cowboy game, it got demoted to the small TV. I brought out a second TV because it was on Peacock, so I couldn't do like the split screen stuff. Fuck Peacock. So stupid.
No, it wasn't on Peacock.
Oh, you're right.
That was the day before because I couldn't
was
get
the day-
it.
I did. Oh, that's what I did the day before with the Bucks game because the
Yeah.
Bucks played 2 nights in a row during the games. That was just because I couldn't do. They wouldn't let me. It should let you split screen anything you want on YouTube TV.
Right.
I don't get it.
It shouldn't just have to be like
You should be able to
football
pick
games.
any 2 channels you want. Because sometimes I
Yeah.
want to have. What if I want to watch Seinfeld with sound and have a game on next to it? Why not?
Why not?
Or The Office or anything. So yeah, the Cowboys are garbage. Where do they go from here? No one looked good. I was not proud of the team.
No.
Also, the Packers were getting away with anything they wanted. Didn't matter.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those things where it's like this team that they get to come in, they just let them play more physical than they've allowed teams to play all year. I
mean,
hate when that happens. It happened in the Lions Rams game too. I fucking hate when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, you got to call some of these things.
I know.
That Stafford hit where he got hurt, he got hit and then he got hit a second time. The guy saw him get hit and not have the ball and then lowered his shoulder and knocked him on his head. I could not believe they did not throw a flag.
Back in the game.
Oh,
I know.
I know. They'll probably look into that.
I mean, he was like frozen.
As much as I wanted the Lions to win.
His eyes were rolled in the back of his head.
He just had like a shocked look on his face to me. I didn't think his eyes rolled in the back of his head.
I did.
Obviously, I wanted the Lions to win that game. I'm rooting for the Lions there. That's fun. But I don't like when it happens like that. As a person who's rooting for the Lions, I thought it was bad officiating. I thought that Puka got held. Was that Puka at the end there when he pulled on the jersey for that last throw? Yeah. So I didn't like the officiating. It's bad. The NFL officiating is terrible. All officiating is mostly terrible. Even when a team I want to win wins, it feels terrible.
I know. It really hasn't felt very good this year.
I think everyone needs to be afraid of Kansas City.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch that game.
That's one of my big takeaways from it is like, and they can just win it. They can win it. They know how to win. You know, that just means so much. Clearly, look at the Cowboys. They don't know how to win.
Oh, yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs know how to win. They just do. That means everything. That's why I had a little bit of worry in this Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh knows how to win football games. They haven't in a while, though. They know how to win a lot of regular season games. They haven't really won haven't had a lot of good playoff success in a while, but
they know how to win, but they're just not a good team.
No, they're not very good. And the Bills are a little better.
Yeah.
But still, they could lose this game. Pittsburgh's a big-time second-half team. Big time. They're only down by 11 now.
Oh. I mean,
so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. That's nothing.
No, that's not a big lead by any stretch.
And then the one other thing that was happening in that Cowboy game is they were driving with like 4 minutes left, and they could have got within a touchdown if they would have scored there. I wanted it to happen so bad so I could see Dak fuck it up. Because everyone's like, oh, he got him back. And I'm like, no, he didn't. They just they just played all this prevent bullshit, so it was easy for them to score.
Exactly.
They weren't even trying. They were up by 30. They were up by 31 or something at one point.
No, that was like not going to happen.
Fucking idiots.
It was so bad. It was just like the least amount of fun I could have had watching a football game.
Yeah. Well, I take Bill Belichick in a second. I think you're nuts. Just so you know. He's the greatest coach in the history of the game. And I know last week we said he wasn't.
I just don't know how he's going to do with Jerry. And I just don't
Listen,
know.
Jerry, it doesn't matter at this point. Jerry wants a Super Bowl so bad.
But he can't get out of his own way.
He wouldn't have to. Bill Belichick's just going to go coach. He doesn't really mess with McCarthy's coaching. It's more about personnel, and Bill just has to be okay with not picking the personnel. And he should, but he should have a little say in it. The team is stacked. He hasn't had this talented of a team. This team
I feel
is so
like it would
much.
drive him literally insane having Jerry go on and talk every
He wouldn't care at all.
week.
He wouldn't even give a shit.
Would.
He wouldn't care at all. He wouldn't have to. He'd love it because no one would ask him the questions.
No, because then people would ask him questions about because Jerry would say certain things.
Nah. Jerry doesn't say that much. Jerry's pretty quiet about the coaches nowadays. He basically, that's my coach. He still said it basically at the end of that game. Like, I ain't say anything about McCarthy. McCarthy's gone. I think by tomorrow we'll know that he's gone.
What if he's not?
I won't watch. I won't watch. I won't watch. I can't watch that guy. Him and Dak run it back.
Oh my gosh, Dak
Can't
is so
do it.
bad.
They have no reason.
Can they get rid of him?
I would love if they got rid of him, Terry. You know that I don't.
Can they?
I still don't believe they can. It'll just be a big cap hit, but they should. Or they bring in a guy like Bill, and Bill figures out a good game plan with him because he's good enough. Bill would use him right.
He just lost all of his talent.
Lost? He doesn't have a big game talent. He doesn't.
Right. He lost all of the talent that he has. He loses
Bill.
it. He lost.
Who are we talking about?
Dak.
He doesn't have talent.
No, he has talent.
No.
But then he loses it.
He doesn't lose it. He
in
never
big games.
He's not talented. He can do what they ask against bad teams. Tara, look what happens when they play good teams. They don't do shit. When they lost to the Niners the way they did, I was like, well, that's the real team. And I didn't pretend after that fact. That was the only game I cared about this regular season. When they got to that game and they got destroyed, I went, okay, there's no reason for me to care about this team. I didn't get excited even a little bit after that happened. Dak sucks. Don't say he's talented.
Well, he has an amount of talent. It might not be all of it.
He didn't lose it. It's the same every year. So it's not his talent is to play regular season football. That's his talent. That's not a talent.
And he loses all of his talent.
No, he doesn't lose it. His talent is regular season football. He keeps it. Next year, he'll be great in the regular season again. He's a turd. Fire him. Can you just fire the guy? Why can't you just fire him?
Can't.
Listen, there's nowhere they're winning a Super Bowl. That guy is their quarterback. It just isn't happening.
Well, especially, I mean, something was going on with him and CD. Because CD was...
I don't know what it was.
CD was pissed instantly. And I'm like, what the hell? And then he was just like... There was actually a good throw to him, and he missed it. And he was instantly like yapping at Dak. And I was like, that was actually your fault, CD.
The one he dropped?
It was like a up.
Yeah, the one he dropped.
It went like through his hands pretty much.
Every ball Dak threw was high. So Dak's a choke artist.
We all knew it.
Yeah, that's enough of that. I don't need to talk about those losers anymore. Our listeners we're 15 minutes in is all we've talked about. I'm sorry, guys.
Ew.
We talked about, I guess, a little other. So we did predict that last week that would be the most likely letdown. We said that the Rams might beat the Lions. They could have. And what was our other one? What was our one? So the most disappointing we got, dark horse.
I had the Rams as the dark horse, which is already out. But they could have.
Did we say something about KC? Eagles? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember what we said. I'll have to go back and listen.
You said that the Cowboys were going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was bad. I just put it upon, even though I really believe they're going to be the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, you did the opposite of Michael Irvin because he picked the Packers to win. He was the only one to pick the Packers.
Packers are the dark horse now. They played very good. They played
did.
very good.
Jordan Love had one of my favorite plays of the entire weekend.
What was that?
It was the very last TD to Romeo Doubs, and it was like the most perfect pass that it could go nowhere else or was going to either be picked off, and it was just in between everyone, kind of a little side.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
I'm like, that was pretty good. Pretty good, Jordan.
Just trying to check out the score of that Bills game. Bills are driving again, so.
Packer fans are still annoying.
Yeah, I hate them. Hate them. They're still the fucking worst. And they're so lucky. And then I hate that they're also Bucks fans. Because I switched over. I had the Bucks game on. I had the sound on that. And when the Packers finally won, they started chanting, "Go Pack, go," in the Pfizer Forum. I was like, I hate this. Because I couldn't just enjoy the Bucks game. The Bucks game got a little fishy. Did you watch it? Oh, you don't have it.
No.
Got a little. So they were up by about 12. And the coach of the Sacramento got tossed. He went crazy. It was nuts. He like ran up in the ref's face like while the play was going. Kind of like ran into. He's gonna get in trouble for it. And then after the game, I don't know if you saw this. He pulled out a laptop and like, see, this was a foul. It was so lame. But anyway, he got kicked out of the game in like the third quarter.
Oh God.
Fucking Bucks couldn't put it away. Let Sacramento, but Sacramento's at least a good team. Let Sacramento get back into it, tie it. Bad coaching at the end. They fouled too early. They did this. They were up by 3, fouled too early. They fouled with like 10 seconds left to force them. I'm like, play defense and just like, don't let them shoot a 3. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So they foul Giannis. Giannis is both his 2s are free throws. They go to the other side. They get within. I don't know what happens. Something happens. Then Giannis makes 1 of 2 free throws, and then they come down and tie it. So it's tied. Overtime, Bucks get down. Bucks let them get ahead, and they can't. They let them pull away, and then some. It's like 4. They're down 4 with like 10 seconds left. Brooke hits a big 3 to bring it within 1. These guys keep missing free throws. They missed 3 out of their last 4. So they're up by 2. They bring it in. Bucks down 2.
Okay.
What do you mean? But you know how it ended? Bucks down 2.
I know, but I was
dribbling down
confused.
the court. They do this nice little Dame comes across half court, throws up a beautiful shot. Dame time. Boom. Tara, it was Miranda it was watching too. I'm like, you got to watch this at the end. And she starts laughing. She's like, I don't even care about the game, but I got like chills. It was like, it was that sort of thing. It was like just such a great play. It was so smooth. It was like the first real Dame time. Everyone was like, I'm like, we haven't had Dame time yet. That was Dame time. It was awesome. The whole team was jizzing about it.
Yeah, they were all doing this.
Yeah, they're all doing the Dame time point. You know that most of this is you're on radio. You got to say what you're doing.
Oh, pointing at their
That's
wrist.
probably not gonna be a clip. Just going, they're all doing this.
They're all doing this.
It's not a clip. So
pointing at their wrist.
They're all doing the Dame time celebration where he points at the watch on his hand, fake watch. Anyway, so that was fun. That kind of made my night since the Cowboy game was such dog shit. I was very excited about the Bucs.
Yeah.
Very excited. I got nipply dipply.
Nipply dipply.
Like I was like smiling and I rewatched it. I was loving. What's that tingling in my beehole?
Yep, tingling in your beehole.
Nice. Any other sports stuff you caught over the weekend since we are over the week?
CJ Stroud is awesome.
CJ Stroud is the truth. We said that last week, though. That was one of my big takeaways from the year.
He just kept it going. Like, he just has such a nice touch. Just little, just when he's even doing like a shorty, it looks so good.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully he's a good dude and that stays true and that he keeps his health and because he has a good future in this league. He's a cool, skilled cat. I like it. Wish we had him, but we got Dak Prescott.
And Trey Lance.
I hope Trey Lance is the guy next year. I love it. Love that idea. He's probably sucks.
I know. If they picked him over Brock Purdy, not that Brock Purdy's bad, but I mean. Also,
since we last recorded, Michigan won the national championship last Monday because we recorded prior to national title game. Michigan is the winner. Big Ten sneaks one in at the end, and the loser would have been a future Big Ten team. But that shook up the whole college thing because Nick Saban decided he was going to retire. And then Washington's coach went to Alabama, so it's all over the place. Who knows where that's going to all end? And then the NFL, obviously, with Bill leaving, 2 of the longest tenured dudes with the most wins, both leaving within a day of each other.
I know. It was crazy because people were just kind of still wanting to talk about the Nick Saban stuff. And it was sorry, we got to talk about Bill now.
Because he's just the NFL's bigger. The Saban stuff is probably going to shake up a lot more just because it has to many moving pieces where the NFL's a little different deal. But unless Bill goes to the Cowboys, that could be. People are saying he might go to Atlanta. That makes no sense. He'll win because he wants to break the record. He's 18 games away from winning the record. He'll get that in 2 years with the Cowboys. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Michigan wins national title. Congratulations. Michigan's having a big football week.
They are.
Detroit won their first playoff game in 31 years.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Yeah, I agree.
The crowd at the end, did you see it? People were crying.
Yeah. Miranda is anti-Detroit. She needs to get over it. Her ex-boyfriend is a Detroit fan and she's like, I don't want him to be happy. I'm like, okay, get over that. Isn't that lame? Maybe get over that.
Especially, tell her, I think she knows because she listens to this podcast. I love Detroit.
Yeah, but I do too. I grew up on Detroit. I loved it. It was Cowboys in Detroit. But also just get over it. Who cares? It's your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Why is he even living in your brain at all? Get over it.
Get him out of there.
You kidding me? I don't hate anything because of an ex. That's insane. Except for them. One of them. One ever. I don't even hate them. They're just dumb.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't care or think about them. But to not root for a team because I don't know, maybe
it's such a fun story too.
Listen, it's lame. It's a lame. Enjoy the Lions. They never win. They're not even a rival.
Dan Campbell's awesome. I felt like Jared Goff was getting a little bit emotional, about it.
I'm excited for these guys.
Yeah.
I think Stafford and him probably had a little moment. There's Stafford probably go get Stafford. What's Stafford care? He already got his Super Bowl. He got his Super Bowl. It's the Rams. Can you imagine if they had Stafford right now? They'd be better.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine if they had
Stafford's
Stafford?
good.
That team with
He
Stafford.
had this one throw to Puka, and it was just so pretty.
Oh yeah.
And Puka ended up scoring, but I'm like, oh, that was just so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Tara, the year
Yeah.
was 1991. The year was 1991. Our president was George W. Bush. H.W. Bush, I'm sorry. I already said this
Yeah.
last week. Our president was George Herbert Walker Bush. 1991.
Oh my God, Drew. I didn't even write. I wrote a bunch of things down and I didn't make my list. I'm an
That's what I
idiot.
literally do every week. I make it up.
Okay, well,
I
fine.
make it up on the spot.
We'll do
There's
that
an auto,
together then.
There's an automatic
There's
auto. There's clearly an
Yes.
auto. I thought there was an auto, then I realized there was a real auto. I was like, oh, this
There's
is an
a real auto.
And then I went, no, this is the auto. So the auto is, it's What About Bob?
Yes. What about Babe?
It's What About Bob? Auto 1991, and we don't even have to put it on our list because the second I saw it was 91, I knew it was going to be an auto.
I got to it. I went because there's a lot of pretty darn good movies.
My number one, I thought was an auto for a minute.
I know what that's going to be then.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do.
So I'll make it mine too, so that we can talk about it.
We don't have to do that. We'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it regardless. So it doesn't matter.
I gotta.
So it's 91. I don't know how long. I think we'll do this through the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah? Maybe through high school. Us graduating high school.
04, 03.
04 was your graduating year. So 2004 will be our last year of this.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh.
So it's 1991, Tara. Great year.
Yes, it really was.
I was in first grade at the beginning of 91. I was in second grade at the end of 91. You were the opposite. You were in kindergarten and then you were in first grade in 1991, which is crazy.
I know.
So
1991, the last time the Lions won a playoff game.
The last time the Lions won a playoff game was 1991. So we're celebrating the Lions playoff game with this 1991 list. This is our top 3+, so our top 5 things from 1991. Tara, why don't you hit us off with your number 5? There's so many things I wrote down, but your number 5 thing from 1991.
It's in between two things.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to go with Gushers.
Gushers. I have Gushers written down. It was going to be on my list, but I'm going to leave it off my list since you did it.
Okay, mine's Gushers. And the other one's going to be an honorable mention, but so we'll talk about it later. But Gushers were like...
Well, what is it?
Brisk.
Oh, okay. Brisk is awesome.
I love
Brisk. Is awesome. I didn't see Brisk. I didn't see Brisk. I do like Brisk. I don't think it would have made my list, but I do like Brisk.
Yeah.
That's when a Brisk is ice cold, that first sip of an ice cold Brisk, untouchable. I don't think there's a better drink in the world than that first drink, especially if you're hot or a hot summer's day and you got like that first sip of Brisk. Those commercials were correct. That's Brisk, baby.
They were. That's Brisk.
Oh my God, nothing better. Tara, can you make it your 5th and make Gushers honorable mention?
Sure.
Because Gushers are good, but are they as good as that first drink of Brisk?
I drank so much Brisk growing up too. I
love
loved
Gushers.
it.
Don't get me wrong. I love Gushers.
All right, we'll say Brisk.
I love
Brisk
it. Thanks.
is my number 5.
Perfect. Brisk. That's Brisk, baby.
That's Brisk, baby. Was that Rocky?
That was one of them.
Rocky?
There was a million of them, but that was like I think the first one. It was like Claymation, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Claymation was huge in the 90s.
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch, yep. It was a little bit later than 91, but it was still cool.
Yeah.
So I love that pick, Terry. But we can talk Gushers a little more too, since you're honorable mention. I still get them to this day a little bit. They don't. They like come in more. They don't come in like the little. I think you can still get them in the little bag, like a fruit snack bag, like a box of them. But I always get like a big bag at like 7-Eleven or something. Or as good as I remember, they're always a little hard for some reason though. That's my issue with them nowadays. That's my issue with them being in your top 5. Get them the fuck out.
They are. They're out. Brisk.
My number 5. This was hard. Like I couldn't find there's a couple ladies. You know, I like to put a person there that was born in
Yeah.
in 1991. I like Zazie Beetz is cool, but Emily
know that
Ratajkowski's
person.
beautiful. But none of them they couldn't make my list.
No.
So I'm gonna stick in your world, and I'm gonna go with peanut butter M&Ms, baby.
What?
Peanut butter M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. Almost me in my brain and auto.
I know.
Peanut butter M&Ms were introduced in 1991. I double checked it for sure. I double check everything now.
Oh my god, I didn't
They're
see
the best
that
M&M.
one.
They're the best
They're
M&M in the world.
They are the best.
They're so.
I
I
like
want
to-
some now. I might have to
I know.
walk back out to 7-Eleven to get some because I'm a little bit horny for peanut butter M&Ms.
I mean, the best. I will hold them in my hand and get them
Yeah.
a little warm.
Get them a little, and then the
then-
second they in your mouth, they instantly
it's just,
fall
like,
apart, crumble in your mouth.
Yummity
Peanut
yum.
butter M&Ms. Boop. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo.
They're so
Love
good.
'em. I could eat a whole bag in a second.
Oh
I think
yeah.
I think Trinity would also get on board with peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh yeah. I think that's a family favorite.
Family favorite.
That is
Family
to me. It could be an auto.
I like Miranda to make these. She makes these cookies where she puts M&Ms in them. I like when she puts the peanut butter M&Ms in them because they're a million times better.
Yeah, I have never had them because you had her make them with those gross.
Here, how about this?
Those gross brownie ones, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, they didn't because the brownie ones aren't gross. They just weren't good in the
No,
cookie.
they're gross.
They're not gross.
They're
You're
gross.
dumb. They're not gross. They're just not good in
They-
the cookie because they got weird.
They are so
Here,
gross.
Tara, here's what I'm thinking. I feel like What About Bob is more than an auto for 1991. I feel like it's an auto for lifetime. It's like
Yeah.
it's its own thing. It's like it's on our Mount Rushmore of things ever.
Yes.
So that moves into our Mount Rushmore of things. What About Bob, right?
Okay.
So we'll have to fill that out at some point. But What About
Yep.
Bob is right there on it. I think peanut butter
Yes.
M&Ms go to our auto. What do you think of that?
I love it
I love it too.
because I really
we make
do
the rules.
I really do think that makes perfect sense because it is one of our things, and then
It's one of
peanut butter
our things.
M&Ms is an auto.
It's an auto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Tara, what's your number
Yep.
for 1991?
Well, you have to pick a 5 now because you just autoed yours.
Oh, mine doesn't count anymore? Shit.
No, just autoed it.
So I'm gonna go with this is hard. I'm gonna go with this.
Gushers.
The problem is it's gonna make everything on my list like music or TV. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go with a person. I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks. Chris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks is my number 5 thing from 1991. That's my boy, and I love him. He's from 1991, born in 1991.
I love it.
I love it, Tara. So I did a little deep dive. I went to look to see. I'll tell you this now. So Middleton, love cash, super underrated NBA player. When he's going as good as anyone.
Yeah.
If it was his team, he'd be as good as a lot of these other guys. Because he was kind of getting that good until it became Giannis's team. He was kind of the guy. He was hitting buzzer beaters, everything. I love him. So I'll talk about this now since I did Middleton. You're cool with this.
Yeah.
I know you are. 1991, Tara, players in the NFL born in 1991. How many do you think are active currently?
So that makes him 31.
It makes them like 32 to 33.
Active in the NFL?
Yeah.
How many people are in the NFL?
Just guess. A number.
Let's say
Jesus Christ.
just that age?
Born in 91.
20.
50.
Oh.
Notable players. Probably the best person in the NFL born in 91 is Aaron Donald, Hall of Famer.
Yes.
There's a few other good guys. Jimmy G's notable. Derek Carr, Darius Slay, Khalil Mack.
Jimmy G's the hottest. Ooh.
Okay. I think Aaron Donald's pretty hot. Have you seen that guy? He's beefy. I'm
Yeah,
more
but-
of an Aaron Donald type myself.
I would believe that to be true.
NBA 19 players are currently born from 1991 active. Chris Middleton is my favorite. Kawhi Leonard and CJ McCollum are a few that I wrote down. There's more.
I'm picking Chris.
I mean, Kawhi is a stud, but I'm definitely that's why Kawhi ain't getting on my list. Chris is on my list. And then finally MLB. There was too many to count. I gave up. But Mike Trout is the big one from 1991. Mike Trout, one of the great baseball players of his generation that has no winning under his belt.
And no winning in sight.
No winning in sight either, especially since his guy left.
Yeah.
Tara, what do you got for your number 4? We're finally to your number 4. We've gone through so many things. Your number 4
Oh,
1991
God.
thing.
I'm gonna go with. Let's go with the song "I Wanna Sex You Up."
Yeah, I had that. I had it as maybe probably. I almost just said it
TikTok,
as my
you
number
don't
5,
stop. Really?
but I didn't
I
go with
love
it.
it.
I
I
wanna sex you up. Dun, 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 dun.
That song was so good.
Ooh. Another song in that vein from the same year
Yeah.
that was going to be. I think that's we can throw honorable mentions in it that come to us that aren't going to get picked. But Rico Suave
Oh, Rico.
from Gerardo, I think it's
Suave.
Gerardo. Rico Suave, right in that vein of I Want to Sex You Up. But I Want to Sex You Up, much better song.
So good.
So good. So good. Anything else you got to say about I Want to Sex You Up? Ooh.
I feel like it's the song that like you just knew was a little dirty, but you loved, like, so it just made it that much more fun to sing as a kid.
Well, I agree. The other song that I had in that vein with those 3 kind of marked with that one was Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like there's better songs from that year.
Yeah. I feel like that one could be on a jock jam.
Listen, all 3 of those could be on a jock jam. Maybe not I Want to Sex You Up.
Yeah.
But my number 4, I'll go with the song as well. My number 4, 1991 thing. It was hard because I have a bunch of records that I liked a lot.
Yeah.
Where I like it more of as a record than as a singular song.
Mm-hmm.
But I went with, it was hard. I'm going to go with shit. I'm going to go with Even Flow by Pearl Jam. Even Flow. I had Jeremy on the list as well. Yeah. I also had Freedom.
Yep. I won't let you
Freedom
down.
90. It's a great song. It might actually be the better song. I lied. It's Freedom. Freedom's my number 4 1991 thing. Freedom by George Michael.
So
Michaels?
Good.
Michaels. George Michaels. George Michaels? Not Michael?
George Michael.
It's George Michael.
Michaels?
George Michael.
George
Not Michaels.
Michael.
Yeah, it's Michael. You think George Michael.
Yeah,
Freedom. Freedom. It's a fucking, it's like a 6-minute song. It's awesome.
It is
so
good.
Even Flow's fun. And when I was that age, I loved both of those songs, but
Even Flow makes me think of Trin.
I know. That's why I think I liked it. I mean, here's the thing is the album is probably going to make my list is why. So, Tara, what's your number 3 1991 thing?
Let's see. Maury. I watched so much Maury growing up.
You're such a trash. I saw Maury. I put Maury right next to Jerry Springer. Both started in 91.
I saw
and they're
that.
both such garbage.
And
you're like a little trash, little piece of trash.
Like anytime you were sick, what were you watching? Maury.
I wasn't a Maury guy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'd throw Maury on. So I feel like I was watching Ricky Lake more.
Oh, I definitely liked Ricky Lake too.
But I think Ricky Lake's maybe the next year. I mean, those are the OGs of that style of TV.
But like with Maury, I didn't like the father ones. They started doing those more later. I liked the like Bad Kids.
Yeah, I'm still trash.
I know.
I loved it. We would watch Maury. We would be at Joni's and we'd be watching Maury. Like while we're waiting for our mom to pick us up. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Look at us drinking our Diet Dews and our High Lifes. We're so predictable when it comes to our beverage of choice.
Yeah, we are.
I'm also wearing my High Life shirt. Kellen reached out after I put up that clip, like seconds later. He's like, oh, maybe part of the reason you might not be getting views is because you're drinking beer, and they might be noticing that. I'm like, oh well. I'm like, yeah, maybe I didn't even think about that, but I ain't gonna stop because it's my truth.
It is.
High Life's my truth. Truth. Hey, High Life, I love you so much. I'll do it, even though it may hurt me in the long run. That sounded weird. I don't know how to say it. High Life is my truth. Tell me more about Maury. You have a favorite
I
Maury?
know it was trash, but like it just was something I watched as a little kid and loved it.
Right. Well, here's the thing is Jerry knew it was trash.
Yes.
Jerry was trying to be in 91 we weren't getting to watch Jerry.
No.
I don't even think it was on here yet.
No.
It hadn't made its way, but it wasn't much after that. But Jerry was real. It was like trash, but like was trying to be trash. Where Maury was acting like he was better than. It was almost like how Dr. Phil acts like he's not trash, but it's fucking trash.
Yeah. Well, I also liked when they would do like weird phobia ones.
Yeah, but I don't think I liked that as a kid. I like the clip that came later too, and like we saw clips when we were old. I don't think when we were kids we were loving that.
Yeah, I thought it was
My
really
husband's got a
funny.
dick the size of Toledo. That was never a Maury.
No, it wasn't. I don't like my third pick.
You picked it. You can't tear your trash and just tear your trash. You're a trash sandwich and just lean into it. It's fine.
Okay.
My number 3, right?
Yeah.
My number 3. Man, this is so hard. I'm going to go with Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was released the year before, but it wasn't introduced in America until 1991. That's my number 3, 1991 thing. Super Nintendo was the first video game system that was ever mine / yours.
Yeah.
The Nintendo was Trinity's, but we didn't even get it as a gift. We bought the Super Nintendo together. You recall this?
You and me?
You and me bought it together. You know that, right? We used our allowance to buy the Super Nintendo.
Oh, I don't remember
and
that.
we bought Mario and we got
Oh yeah, Mario Paint.
Mario Paint and NBA Jam were our first 2 games.
Yes.
Those were our first 2 games. We got Super Mario.
That.
I don't even know if we ever got Super Mario. I think we might have just borrowed it from the Hellers. Sometimes I wouldn't get stuff that they had.
I think we got it.
Huh?
I think we got it. And we got Mario Kart for sure.
We had Mario Kart. Absolutely, we had Mario Kart. In Donkey Kong Country. I think that's the last time you really truly played a video game system.
Yeah. Is that when we got... Did
what?
Dad give us he gave you like a steering wheel?
No, that was for Nintendo 64.
Okay.
Nintendo 64 we both got together I think we got as a gift. But I got Turok.
Oh God.
Instead of whatever we got. And I think that was the end of video games for you. You just stopped playing because we didn't get Mario 64.
Well, I hated it. I was like,
I hated it. It wasn't even good.
No.
But I pretended like it. And then we obviously got more games that were fun, but I think that was the end of video games for you. You kind of gave up after that because you didn't like Turok.
Well, also I didn't like I like 2D.
Well, this was like the beginning of that. Yeah, that was like the beginning of it.
It made me sick.
Well, even Mario was 2D or 3D, and it was awesome.
I know, I didn't like it.
Oh, so you're lame. Okay, I got it. I got what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You so Super Nintendo was your gig. You loved Super Nintendo.
Loved it.
Yeah, what was your favorite Super Nintendo game was?
Mario, Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong.
Donkey
Kong and Diddy Kong.
First one or the second Donkey Kong? I think we played the second.
I've liked both of them. They were both so fun.
Yep. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Tara, what? Oh, is it my turn? No, it's your turn. What's your number 2? Number 2. I've run out of so many. I have so many things left I want to say, but what's your number 2 1991 thing?
I'm gonna say.
Maybe say it in the mic.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. No, that time was allowed to sing it. You feel like you always need to sing it, but she's gonna pick all the Disney princesses. You're boring as shit. I was gonna predict that. I was gonna try to predict Miranda's top 3 because she did email us. And I thought Beauty and the Beast would be on it. I think Drop Dead Fred will be on it.
Drop Dead Fred.
And then I was struggling to figure out what the third one would be. And I thought maybe
Brisk.
Brisk. I mean, if she found it, maybe because Brisk is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe I think she put Rugrats last week, even though I saw that it was 91 on this year.
Yeah.
I think maybe I could see her saying Gushers, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because she tries not to do a bunch of the same stuff. Maybe Brisk. Maybe you're right. Let's go with Brisk.
Okay.
We'll go Brisk. All right.
Beauty and the Beast. Loved it. First movie I ever saw that
Beauty and
I
the Beast is awesome.
recall. Like you said, we did see movies with Mary Welcome, but I felt like those were not feature films.
Sure, they were like for kids.
Yeah.
Almost like
Yeah, like
that nowadays would just be straight to like Netflix
Mhm.
or something or Disney Channel. I got what you're saying.
I
Or like
still just
video cassette.
the music in it is so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gaston is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I love the opening because like they have the story about the beast. Yes, it's so good. Where you- What
Yep. I
Yeah,
agree.
we're nailing it. We are
No,
nailing
yeah, Beauty and the
it.
Beast was great. I love Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast was a good one. Real good. Really,
Mhm.
I think that was my first time I was like, this is awesome. Like
Mhm.
the talking, all the like things that were alive, like the
Oh, yeah.
inanimate objects that were alive because they
Chip.
were cursed.
Mhm.
So good. So good. Like those scenes were the best.
They were the best.
And the Beast was a beauty of a boy. I wanted him. I wanted the Beast.
Did you
Belle
want
was probably I probably had a little bit of a crush on Ariel first, but I think Belle was the first one. I was like, I know we figured out that Belle's actually an insufferable biatch, but she was hot. I loved her when I was a boy.
Yeah.
She was like the smart girl next door that reads books. Miranda reads a lot of books.
Ooh, your own real life Belle.
My own real life Belle. She thinks she's better than everybody too. My number 2 thing from 1991. I only have one, I already know my number 1 is, so I gotta like. I'm gonna go with. Oh shit! I'm gonna go with. Ren and Stimpy is my favorite thing. Nope, second favorite. I'm gonna go with Ren and Stimpy as my number 2 thing from 1991. Ren and Stimpy, baby. It was
Ren
like
and
out of
Stimpy.
control. Shouldn't have been watching it as a kid, but it's started out on MTV and then they put it on Nickelodeon for some reason.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon was killing it in 91, by the way.
Oh my gosh. That if you
I mean,
want to
the
see a
list.
fun documentary, watch
Yeah,
the
that's a good one.
Nickelodeon one. It's good.
It's really good because you see how awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon. It sucks that it's like fallen by the wayside, but I think there was a bunch of like sexual
Yeah.
predators and stuff behind the scenes and kind of
And it
fucked it
became
up.
all about the toys.
The toys. But man, 99 early 90s Nickelodeon was off the charts.
Oh.
Good. The animation alone.
But
But yeah,
Ren,
Ren
and
and Stimpy.
Stimpy,
Ren and Stimpy was out of control.
it was so gross.
It was so I just like loved it. It
And
was so fun.
inappropriate.
I don't even know if I probably didn't even get half of the bits, but it was
I
like
know.
so, but I like quoted it and I was like, this is so fun. And it was like if I went and watched it, I'm like, this is nuts.
And then they would have like little commercials that were really funny.
Yeah, like
in
fake
between.
commercials in
Yeah.
between. Yeah, it was a great show. It was really
Vlog,
again, it was not for
vlog.
kids, but they showed it on a kids channel. Originally on MTV, and for some reason.
What
they
was
put
the rubber nipples? Was that what salesman?
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was like for like it was like rubber nipples, and they put on
Yeah.
like their kneecaps and
Yeah.
stuff. Like rubber nipples, like it almost was like a bottle,
Like a bottle. Yeah.
like for a baby.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
Weird.
no, rubber nipples.
And then it would
the
like
one where he's
show-
losing all his teeth. and he has
Yes,
his
that's what
nerve
I was
endings.
just gonna say. The nerve endings fairy.
Mm. Out of control, Ren and Stimpy.
So good though.
Tara, what's your number 1 thing from
I
1991?
think it's the same as yours.
How could
Drew.
it not be?
It
It's
has
not an
to be.
auto.
No, but it can be.
But it is. But
a
it's
shared
equally
number
a number
one.
one. It can be a shared number 1.
It's a shared.
You can go ahead and say it if you want, even though it's my favorite movie.
Well,
Go ahead and say it though.
but the number 1 overall pick is Point Break.
Point Break, unbeatable. Point Break
Unbeatable.
is out of control.
Patrick
Unbelievable.
Swayze.
It's
Ow.
unbelievable.
Ow.
Point Break is one of my. Point Break, I think, has slowly moved into my. Like, there's this range of movies that I just enjoy watching that are they the greatest movies of all time? Yes. Do some people think that? No. But Point Break is one of them. Lost Boys is one of them.
Yep.
Movies like that. I love them. I love Point Break so much.
It's so fun.
I haven't watched it in a while, though. I'm due.
I'm due too.
I'm due to watch Point
It's
Break.
got Keanu.
Yes.
It's got Patrick
Swaz.
Swayze.
It's got the
It's
Swaz.
got the ocean. It's got
the ocean. It's got Busey.
bank robbers.
Bank robbers.
Surfers. It's got it all.
Football. It's got everything.
Football. Mm-hmm.
It's an unstoppable movie. It's number one. It's my favorite movie of the 90s.
It's super good.
I think. Swayze's like 40 years old in that movie. He's my age in that movie. Me and Swayze are like the same age.
Oh, he's so hot.
I guess my point is I can still get in sick shape because Swayze was still in
hell
great
yeah.
shape. So I'm going to be beautiful again someday. Actually, I've been doing some stuff and I was flipping through all my like entertainment stuff and I pulled up I don't have yours for some reason. Maybe I do in a different folder, but I pulled up my headshots from 10 years ago. Holy shit. I was a young, beautiful boy. Little fit boy. I had a jawline and a smile and all my teeth. No beard at all. I was clean. I was a beautiful boy. I showed Miranda. I think she went into the bathroom and went. No, she didn't even care. She likes the beef, the cake, the shake.
The beefcake shake.
Point Break, Tara.
So
if you
good.
haven't seen it, if you guys haven't seen Point Break, what the fuck are you doing? We talk about it like every 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Go
You
see
all
it
knew
now.
that this was going to be our number
Y'all
one.
knew it was our. If you guys didn't know it was gonna be our number one, you were fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Tara, you got some honorable mentions?
Yeah.
I actually was. That's funny. I moved a different poster behind me for the first time. I was going to do the Point Break one and forgot to put it there.
Yeah.
What do you got for some? Give me a couple. Give me a couple, and then I'll give you a couple.
I'm going to give you a couple movies quick.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Hook.
Do you like that movie though?
Yeah.
I had Hook written down as a possible.
Hook.
Yeah.
And that's all.
I had Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh my God, I didn't
Like,
see
how'd
that
you miss
one.
that one? That's right there for like to me. That's like just outside the top 5.
It's so good. I'm right on top
Love
of that,
that movie.
Rose.
You know what I should have had at number 5? Doc Holliday. It was the first time I ever saw boobs in a movie in the theater.
Ooh.
Boobs in the movie in the theater. It was just me and Mom at Doc Holliday at where the Rockies is. That movie theater. Remember, there was a movie theater that had like food. This was before it was popular. It was 1991. It was me and Mom in this movie theater. We ordered like pizza and Doc Holliday, and also in this woman in it comes because that's back when stuff was like PG and there'd be boobs in it somehow. Anyway, she comes out of the water, boobs and all, and that was the first time I ever saw boobs in a movie.
And you went,
and my mom was next to me, and I was like, whoa, Jeannie, look away. I wonder if she remembers that. Jeannie, if you remember that, email us. If you remember that, email us, Jeannie.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got any other TV shows that you wanted to mention?
TV shows. Home Improvement.
I didn't put it on my list because I didn't give a fuck about Home. Actually, I loved Home Improvement. You loved JTT. That was your introduction to Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
It really was.
Thus, the introduction to pillow humping for you.
Yes. That's when I really got into pillow humping. Was
1991.
1991. Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts. I had Doug.
Clarissa Explains It All.
Yep.
The Torkelsons.
I saw the name, but I couldn't remember what the Torkelsons was.
It was like the dad died and it was just a mom and a bunch of kids. For some reason, I loved it.
Yeah,
they had weird names like Chucky Lee and Bobby Ray and all that.
Yeah, I remember the
type of
Torkelsons
shit.
now. I remember the Torkelsons. Rugrats actually was 91. We found out.
Yeah. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh shit!
Where
I didn't see that.
in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Gumshoes. That was fun.
I have a new one that's been put on it because 91 we didn't know it, but it started in 1991 in a little place called Japan, but it's called Old Enough, and it's on Netflix, and it's when they send little children to run errands around town. It is the best. If you've never seen this on Netflix, there's 2 seasons. Yeah, 91.
Oh my god.
They show newer ones too, but 91 was the first year of it. So
Crazy.
Good. Such a good show.
And then the last one is what na 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 would na 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 you na 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 do
you do. Did that start in 91? Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I saw that there was a couple shows that like got a couple shows I didn't watch from 91 that were like things we love. Like there was a Back to the Future show.
Oh.
There was a Harry and the Henderson show.
What?
Shows we didn't watch, but they existed, I guess. Music wise, I'll start music. I had a bunch of albums. None of them ended up making our list, but I had 10 by Pearl Jam. Loved that record. Even Flow, Jeremy on there. Jeremy almost always. That was almost on my list as my song. But I went Freedom is right. Nevermind, Nirvana came out in 91. Achtung Baby by U2, also 91. Among many other things. A lot of good records that year.
I just have 2 more. Emotions by Mariah Carey.
Sure.
Got a feeling emotions.
Good song.
So good. Boot Scoot and Boogie. Not a great song, but a great song.
Memorable.
Yes.
A boot, scoot, and boogie. Get down, turn around, go to town.
A boot, scoot, and boogie.
A lot of singing this episode.
Yeah. And then Bryan Adams, I Do It For You.
That was their number one song that year, I think.
Yeah. Everything I do, I do it for you.
I had Mysterious Ways by U2. She moves in mysterious ways. I didn't know if you knew it.
It's all right. It's all
right. All right. That was a big song in 91 for us, I feel like. I feel like we heard it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had REM's Losing My Religion.
Oh, yeah.
Great song.
So good.
That's me in the corner. Is that a different song?
Losing my religion.
No, I'm right.
Yeah.
That's me in the
spot. Light.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it. And I think that's is that all I had?
I only had
My
more.
Girl was also 91.
Oh, yeah.
As
My
was
Girl.
City Slickers and Drop Dead Fred. I mentioned earlier was a prediction for Miranda. We'll see what she had when we get to it.
The only last ones I had were Fruit by the Foot.
I saw that, but then I clicked on the thing that said Fruit by the Foot was 92.
Well, then cross it off.
Fruit
We'll talk about it next week.
Fruit by the Foot. And then I wikied it. Fruit by the Foot. Because I did see that too when you first did it. They showed that next to Gushers.
Mm-hmm.
But then it said it was introduced in 92 when I go to the Fruit by the Foot wiki.
Well,
so I do double referencing.
I guess I'm going to have to start doing some double referencing.
Double ref.
And then the only other thing is Dikembe Mutombo's rookie year, which...
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's fun.
No more. No. Dikembe, baby.
And he has like a really long name. And I remember Matt Kelsher did a book report about Dikembe Mutombo because it was his favorite basketball player.
Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Matt Kelsher. Good pull.
Matt Kelsher.
Good reference. Good reference.
You. Thought you'd like it?
Good reference.
Mom just sent a text saying I sent a late email.
Okay. That's fun.
I just saw it pop up on my phone.
That's funny. We'll get to that shortly. So 1991, Tara. That was our 1991. So here's a couple things to note. We have a new auto in there. It's M&Ms, peanut butter. I don't know what our other autos are. Do you? Harry and the Hendersons.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation, Harry and the Hendersons, peanut butter M&Ms. And there was something what was last week? What did we end up going with? I think we struggled last week.
I don't think we had an auto.
We should probably write them down. No, we autoed. We got an auto in there. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we kept thinking we were going to get autos. But we also started our Mount Rushmore of things. Mm-hmm. And what about Bob got on our Rushmore of things?
Okay, wait. Let me write down these autos. Just
I'm
so
trying to think what 19... I could pull up my... Hold on. Let me pull up my 1990 list.
So our autos were...
Harry and the Hendersons was our very first auto, I think. Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
Did Home Alone get?
No.
Kindergarten Cop I wanted to try. Maybe did we end up did we end up making it Crybaby?
Oh yeah.
Or Afraid of the Dark? Afraid of the Dark. We autoed.
That's right. Yeah.
As we're sitting here now a week later, what do we think?
I thought we had Crybaby as it.
Because it's a Crybaby?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Crybaby is our auto. That
Instead
makes
of
sense.
Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though Afraid of the Dark was amazing. No, we did Afraid of the Dark, but we'll go Crybaby. That's fine.
Okay.
So Harry and the Hendersons, Crybaby. Put the year next to him. That was 1990.
What was Harry and the Hendersons?
Henderson's. I don't remember. Hold on. I don't know what our 1989 was.
I have it
With
on.
Pet Cemetery, Barry Sanders, Bill and Ted, Saved by the Bell, Seinfeld, Dr.
I
Feelgood.
think I thought Seinfeld was gonna be it, but
Oh, it was Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Christmas Vacation. It was
98?
was 80,
89.
89. Or and then 88 was my lists are so much smaller. I'm really glad. Was it Honey O's? Was that our auto?
I don't know. I don't think so. I had it in a different.
It wasn't Die Hard or Big
Was it
Twins.
big?
Land Before Time. Was it Land Before Time? Bloodsport. Wonder Years. Royal Rumble. Rihanna.
No.
I think Honey O's Tara could. I could be honest. I think Honey O's could be on our Mount Rushmore.
Let me see.
But let's not do that.
Oh yeah, 88 was Christmas Vacation.
No, 89 was.
88.
How come I'm looking at 89?
I
It has
don't know.
Christmas Vacation.
Because I literally wrote down Otto in Christmas Vacation and Seinfeld. We had both.
So maybe I have these wrong.
Why don't we do this?
No,
off-
89 was Christmas Vacation. I just pulled it up. You're wrong.
Why does mine say 88?
I don't know because you're stupid.
Is Seinfeld that same thing?
No. Yeah. No, Seinfeld was 89.
I just wrote down the wrong thing then.
Okay, well. Moving on. Tara, it's obviously Martin Luther King Day. I couldn't figure out how to do our, how we're doing holidays.
Yeah.
A top three. I didn't know what was like a way to not make that weird. But so I just decided, what are your top 3 famous Martins? Not including MLK. Do you have a top 3 famous Martins?
Martin
Off the top of your head.
Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence. Yep.
Bravo.
Heck yeah.
Martin.
Steve Martin.
Steve
maybe?
Martin. Love
Yep.
Steve Martin.
Martin Lawrence.
And
I liked Curtis Martin a lot for the
What a-
Jets.
what about Martin Scorsese?
Martin Scorsese's good. What about Martin Sheen?
Yep, love him.
Dean Martin? I would pulled some up here. Dean Martin?
Dean Martin.
I think it's either.
Marv.
I think it's
I almost said Marvin the Martian.
Martin. I like that though. Martin Van Winkle. I made that up. I think we go with number 1. I think number 3 is going to be Martin Scorsese. Number 2, Steve Martin. Number 1, Martin Lawrence. Because he's Martin.
Yeah,
he is
he's
Martin.
Martin.
So I think that's the order. What do you
What
think?
was it again? Martin.
Martin Scorsese, Steve Martin, and Martin Lawrence, number 1. For
Okay.
our top 3 plus. Our top 3 Martins.
I like
Martin
that.
Luther King Jr. Day. Obviously, Martin Luther King
Obviously,
Jr. should be it, but
he's
he already
on-
has the.
Yes.
He's the inspiration for this.
Yes.
So, you got any holidays for me? Holiday questions? Any hard-hitting questions?
roll.
Anything for me?
I do.
What do you got?
It's National Bagel Day. So I
Yeah,
just
it is.
wanted to know what your
I
top
hope you
3
saw that.
bagel
I'm
flavors
surprised
are.
there was any other holidays other than Martin Luther King.
I know.
Day, but what was your question now?
Top 3 bagel
bagels?
flavors.
Top 3 bagels for me. Man, I'll give you a little caveat with all of my. I'll say
Okay.
my favorite is. Wait, should I start at the top or the bottom? My number 3 bagel flavor is just a plain bagel, like a nice plain bagel with some cream cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, nice plain bagel, cream cheese, or anything. It's plain. You can do anything you want with it. It's a beautiful thing. My number 2 is a cinnamon raisin bagel, but only with either you can do cream cheese on it, but I also really like to put peanut butter and jelly on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Okay.
Okay. And then my number 1 is an egg, any kind of egg bagel, but specifically an egg everything bagel. Amazing. So good. Cream cheese. It's great for a sandwich. At CBA, I always choose the egg everything bagel for my bread or before the, outside of the sandwich. It's so good.
What
You ever
makes
had an
it
egg everything? You ever had an egg everything bagel?
No, I don't
There's a
even.
little. They're so good. Their flavor's a little. You can taste like the egg in it. You know how like egg yolk has awesome flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you must use more yolk in it or something. It has like that yellow hue to it, like a yolk. They're so good. They just taste better. That's my answer. What about you?
I would say Asiago cheese is my number 3.
Oh, okay.
And I can just eat those warm and I don't need
Sure.
anything on it. And then my number 2 is a cinnamon raisin. I too can do peanut butter and jelly on it, or I like a strawberry whatchamacallit, like cream cheese.
Schmear.
And then everything bagels are my number 1 favorite.
Just a regular old everything bagel.
Yes, with
next time you come to
regular
town,
cream
we'll go to
cheese.
CBA and I'll get you some egg bagels. They're so good.
Mm.
They have just a plain egg bagel too, but like the everything one's very good. An onion bagel is good for a sandwich. I don't want to eat it like just plain though.
Yeah.
It's too much flavor.
Drew, today is National Hat Day.
Yeah, it is. We're both wearing hats.
Yes, we are. Would you rather wear a fedora for a year
Oh shit.
or be bald for a year?
Oh my god. It's not really that hard.
You'd wear a
Because-
fedora.
Yeah. Well,
You
my
can't
hair's gonna
wear-
grow back. My hair. Can I wear hats?
No,
Or I just got to go around
you just
bald.
have to be bald.
Even in the winter.
Well, you can wear a hat when you're outside, but
Okay.
it's not inside. Like once you're
Okay.
inside.
The second I get inside, the hat
Yeah.
comes off. Sorry, bald guys, but as much as I hate the way a fedora looks, I'd rather wear a fedora every day and have people think I'm a fedora guy than a bald guy. I just would. I just would look so bad with the bald head.
It would look so
And
weird.
would I keep my beard too? Would I be bearded or would I
mean,
go?
you can choose
no
what
beard?
you want.
Okay, so the beard's my choice. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever looked better then. I'm sorry, bald fellas. But I'm gonna wear a fedora for a year.
I agree. I think that's a right choice because
I
some
just-
guys can do the bald look and it looks great.
I'm not one of those guys.
No, you have like the weird, like
I have a big fucking head.
like the noggin. It's just is very wide.
I have like this big ass head.
like the
Yeah, you're right. Some
cranium.
guys can pull it off. I'm not that guy. There's a reason God let me keep my hair to the point it's at because He knows.
He knows it. It's
And I would look so bad in a fedora. It's gonna be a good fitting fedora though. I'm gonna make sure
Oh,
it fits, and I'm gonna look like an asshole in it.
and you can have
But I'm gonna wear
you
it.
can have multiple fedoras if you want to.
Oh, nice,
Just
nice.
to change up with your
I
outfit.
might be really cool with a fedora. I might get a fedora. Tara bought a fedora once or twice in her life.
Yeah.
Do you think I made fun of her? Yes, I did.
Drew, I just
I
bought
love when Tara gets a hat. What?
2 new hats.
Let's see them.
I don't have them yet. They're coming tomorrow.
Well,
I'll
you
wear
better have them on next week.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
What are you doing?
What?
Now here's the question.
Yeah.
If you had said a bucket hat, we might have I might have a decision to make. I might look stupider and fatter headed in a bucket hat because none of them fit my head. Than I would bald. Yeah. I think it was a bucket hat. I'd choose bald.
I think so too. You would be so bad in a bucket hat too.
Bucket hats. Hold on. Let me go grab a bucket hat.
You have bucket hats? Oh my gosh. So the hats that I got are, I think, Britney Spears 2000 and just 2000, where it kind of is like a paper boy hat, but like corduroy. It's gonna be a look. Oh God. You look like you're on vacation.
I might be wrong. I think I'd wear. I look kind of cool.
I kind of like it.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I like
Am I
it.
maybe a bucket hat guy?
I like that one. Does it fit?
What do we think?
Does it fit?
No.
I think
What if I got what?
if it fit a little better, I think I'd really like it.
I think I'm with the beard. It kind of works.
Yeah.
I think I'm wrong. I think I might have to get a bucket hat and a fedora.
Oh, so you're gonna do this game? You're gonna be
I'm not gonna do the game. I'm just gonna start wearing those things.
okay.
Yeah. What were you talking about? Don't care.
you don't
I'll find
know.
out later. Got any more for me?
Yes.
How about this, Tara? Would you hat game? Time a little
Okay.
hat game.
Okay.
Would you rather date a bald guy or a guy that only wears fedora hats around town. Always. Not just for a year, just that's who you date.
Bald guy.
Bald guy. That's the
Fedora
correct
guy's
choice.
weird guy.
I mean, I guess it could be, if a bald guy looks bad, bald headed, you don't have to date that guy, but a bald guy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, you're choosing to wear a fedora every single day. What?
That's what bald guys look like. Yoda right behind me there. That's what they all look like.
Drew, there's some
Every
good
dang
looking
one of them.
bald guys.
I'm just saying. I'm not dissing bald guys. I just want to know. Isn't it a weird thing though? Like bald guys, they don't, that's not the weird
Isn't
thing.
it a weird thing, bald guy?
It's a weird thing that people care about it so much. It's kind of strange.
Well, I mean, I would hate being bald just because hair is so much. It just
To our bald listeners, we're sorry.
We're sorry. Dad's not listening anymore, so we're fine there.
He's not fully bald.
He's not. I like his little hair.
Yeah. What else? You got any other ones for me? Other hard hitters for me?
Yeah. Elementary school teacher day is today.
Yeah.
This is such a bad one. I just want you to list 3 qualities that makes an elementary teacher awesome. I think
No.
yes, you have to.
Why?
Because
It's not. What are 3 things that make an elementary school? I guess you got to be kind,
okay.
patient,
Mm-hmm.
and being hot is a bonus.
Okay.
I didn't have any hot elementary school teachers, I'm gonna be honest, so maybe not that. Kind, patient, and playful. There you go.
I love
Kind,
it.
patient, and playful. And pretty.
And pretty. I have okay. Today's is another really good one. Today is National Fresh Squeezed Fruit Day, and I was
Nice.
just wondering what the easiest fruit to squeeze with your butthole would be.
Like I have to, with my butthole?
Yeah, like you squeeze, like you,
Like I have to put it in?
and then
It
you
has
have
to
to.
fit first.
Well, you can cut it up into pieces if you need.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're all easy.
What will be the easiest?
What would be the easiest to just like smush? Like a grape.
I don't think so.
Yeah, for sure. What do you mean? They're built for that.
For being-
Maybe some watermelon.
Oh, I
Watermelon.
think that's a better one.
Smush is pretty easy.
Smush
I'd say
is-
watermelon.
That was such
It's like a chunk of watermelon right up my poop hole. And I just squeeze it and it squirts out. All right, Tara. Would you rather have a gentleman cut a slice of watermelon, nice little slice of watermelon, put it in his butt and stand over your face and squeeze the juice into your mouth?
Oh my god!
So that's number 1. You set this up. It's your fucking fault.
didn't want it
You
to
set
go
this up.
this far.
You set it up. You asked what fruit could be squeezed in a booty.
I don't know why. I wrote it last night late.
Yeah. Or, so that's number 1. Or, I'm trying to think of something that's similar but different. Or, have to, this is hard, Tara. So watermelon up just a little, stand over your face, a little watermelon, squeeze it, and you got to drink it, swallow it. Or wrap, or same fella he got a good hog on him, right?
Oh god!
But he wraps some spaghetti around his wiener, and
Okay.
you gotta slurp off every bit of that spaghetti, but it's fettuccine. It's Alfredo sauce.
I picked that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good. I guess I could put something else in his. Or you have to slurp a spaghetti noodle out of his butt. Either got to slurp a spaghetti noodle out of his butt.
So is it like
Alfredo-
partially in it, like where it like just keeps coming
Yeah,
out?
it's in there. It's Alfredo.
Alfredo is just a sauce.
Yeah, it's Alfredo sauce on the noodle. It's a fettuccine noodle with Alfredo sauce, and you gotta slurp it out. But you don't have to swallow. You get to spit it out. But the watermelon juice, you have to swallow. Hard, right?
I pick watermelon juice because I feel like that'll be quick, and like it might get like stuck in the butthole because the like he might squeeze his sphincters and then it like breaks
gotta
off,
swallow
and
it.
then I have
You gotta swallow.
yeah, I just like close my nose and swallow it, and it's just a little piece of watermelon.
You just not know it's just the juice.
Yeah, it's just a little piece of watermelon that has like a little bit of juice.
You gotta swallow it.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
basically
You could get bellyache from the fecal matter.
well, I
Just
also think I could get fecal matter bellyache from sucking a
Gee,
noodle out of it.
from the
Asshole.
Alfredo?
Yeah.
This clip is not going up.
No.
It's too
It's
much.
too
honestly.
much.
I'm gonna be honest.
Good.
Any other ones for me?
I just
Before
wanted
get
to say
emails?
it's Pipple's birthday. So happy
It's Pitbull's birthday.
Pitbull, Mr.
It's
Worldwide.
Pitbull's birthday. Hell, I always forget to look up people's birthdays.
It's Pipple's.
I always forget to look up people's birthdays. Pitbull's
Andrew
birthday.
Brees.
That's great. Andrew Brees. Pitbull's more fun.
Yeah.
I like that. You have any grievances for the week?
Do I have any grievances? Huh. Not really. Oh, this weather has been really bad.
It absolutely has.
And my job, I already had a few hours last week, but 2 of the days we had to close for weather. So I worked a total of 5 hours, and it really sucked.
In 1 week?
In 1 week.
Last week?
Last week. It
Or
was
this week?
terrible.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, your weather was way worse than ours.
yeah.
Like, it was way worse just further out, just a little further out from us. It was worse than we got. Ours was barely anything,
Yeah.
snow-wise. Like, I didn't even have to dig our cars out or anything.
Oh, that's nice.
But the weather, it was cold. I had to walk to the store today. I have not been going out in this weather. I said no.
Yeah.
And I walked to the store today, and it was cold, and I bundled up.
Uh,
That's not really my grievance. Weather's not a grievance. It's a thing.
Well, it
do
was
I have
just because I didn't close my work. That's
a-
why.
No, I
it's
get
the
that. So your grievance is not getting hours at work. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
It's
It's not really a grievance. That's just more of a life issue.
But it's my grievance.
Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. I'm trying to think if there's anything that was bugging me and grievancing me this week. I sent you this. Did you see the? Did
Oh
you
my
look at
gosh.
that actress? Did you flip through more than that one? You got to look at a
Yeah,
bunch of
I
them.
did, and I did one of her acting things with her.
You did it with her?
Yeah.
I did not. She thinks she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
She sucks.
Let's see if you can act.
I want
with
to punch
me.
her in the face.
The thing that
Not
the
'cause
one
she's a
that you
woman, because
sent
she's a
me
bad
was
actress.
so bad.
Well, the thing was, I keep seeing them. That's just the one I sent you because it was one that came up today. I'm like, I got to show Tara this. They're so bad.
They're so bad.
And she's like popular. And I think it's got to be up for cringe factor. It's got to be. I think the first time I saw it was on one of those like cringe ones.
Oh
Because I'll send you like cringe shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have that's my grievance, is how bad this girl is at acting.
Yeah.
That's my grievance. Emails.
Emails. We got two.
We have 2 emails. Dear Drew and Tara, 1991. I've never seen Crybaby, but it sounds like I need to add it to my must-watch list.
Oh
I've been telling her about Crybaby forever.
yes.
Obviously, we can't support R. Kelly, but I do agree with you both that Ignition Remix is an incredible song. It just is.
Mhm.
Just kind of like how some of Michael Jackson stuff. Thriller, come on.
Yeah.
Great.
Billie Jean.
But BJ. 1991, top 3. Terry, you're not going to believe what just happened here. 1991, top 3 from 1991. Number 1, Beauty and the Beast. We nailed it.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, care to take a guess?
Drop
Brisk
Dead Fred.
Iced Tea. You're
Shut
correct.
up.
It's Brisk Iced Tea. Brisk Iced Tea. Brisk Iced Tea. Hell yeah, she gets it that first sip. First couple of drinks, but that first sip.
Yes.
Out of a can, out of a bottle.
I mean, that
don't
is
care. I
like a
love it.
chugging drink where you're like,
Chug it.
"Nope,
It's
I
gone."
need another.
I mean, she doesn't chug shit.
Yeah.
Tara, what's her number 3, though?
Drop Dead Fred.
It's Drop Dead Fred.
Oh my God.
We know that bitch.
We know her.
We know that bitch. The Brisk one we kind of fell into. I don't know how we got that one.
Well, because we knew it.
Because we knew it. Honorable mentions. Rugrats. Okay, she got it. Maybe she didn't put Rugrats last week. Point Break. Should be a little higher. Miranda. So I guess it would be in her top 5. I don't know why she keeps only giving us top 3, even though we're clearly doing top 5
Yeah.
every week. A little confused by it. A little confused. Father of the Bride. She does love Father of the Bride. Step by Step, the TV show. very good TV show. We didn't mention it. You did Step by Step, the song last week.
Step by step.
Darkwing Duck was a fun show. I did like Darkwing Duck. Fruit by the Foot. She didn't do her research either. Gushers, she said. Yep. And then Sun Chips. I did see that and I forgot to put it. I do like Sun Chips.
Especially when I was younger.
So XO Miranda. That's all she gave us this week. So someone is tired of our podcast. Jeannie's is longer. But Miranda also's last week was like crazy. She was like catching up. Hey, Melon Fights. Enjoyed episode 90. This is from Jeannie, our mother. For you those that aren't listening, email us. Hey, email us. If you don't know us, email us. MELLONfights, MELLON fights, MELLON fights @gmail.com.
If we haven't heard from you for a while, hey, why don't you send us an
Yeah,
email?
also if we haven't heard you from in a while.
We'd love one.
We had like a bunch of like random download. We had like more downloads this week. I don't know why exactly.
Because we're likable.
I guess we're likable. Good clip, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyed episode 90. Oh, except Drew kept cutting off Tara at the beginning when she was trying to answer. It was because of a delay, lady.
I told
Get
her
over
that.
yourself. I was listening. I was like, God dang. Because I was like, and I do cut her off anyway, but that made it even worse.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the delay was the problem. Okay, well then don't even bring it up.
I told her.
Tara, like we already, what are we doing? Tara, good guess on what was going to be the bad moment in the playoffs. Can't remember exact category. What the hell, Cowboys? Yeah, we talked about. I mean,
Yeah,
we talked.
we knew
about
it. We knew it.
We knew it. 1990s TV. Fresh Prince number 4. Law and Order number 3. 2. Twin Peaks. I know Mom was a Twin Peakser. I've been wanting to watch Twin Peaks. 9. I've never seen it for some reason, and that's the type of shit I love. 90210 is our number 1.
Yeah.
Trin lookalike, she says.
Oh.
Elvis was the king. If you haven't watched the movie, do, and you will appreciate him more. No, I watched it and I hated it and I had to turn it off. I couldn't stand it. I could not stand it. I hate Baz Luhrmann shit. I don't like the way he directs. I don't like his shit. And also the guy that plays him is annoying. But he was born in 1991, by the way, Tara.
I know.
Butler.
Butler.
I can't believe neither of you had fucking your Jeremy Allen White as your number in your top 5.
He is not in my even top.
I know, but you guys love him so much. No one even mentioned him as an honorable mention.
No, because I don't love him so much. I just think he's
lame.
kind of okay.
Number 5. She gave us our top 5 Elvis. Suspicious Minds. Ghetto.
So good.
She's put ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Number 3, Can't Stop Falling in Love. 2, Don't Be Cruel. And then number 1, If I Can Dream. So beautiful and written one night before his 1968 comeback. He was a rebel. Okay. All right. Jeannie loves Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Movies. Not Home Alone
Shit.
is her first one. Number 3 was Grifters. I don't know if I knew Grifters.
I don't know. Grifters.
2 is Pretty Woman, and 1 is Misery. Misery is a good
Ooh.
movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. I want to watch. You ever seen Misery?
Isn't it depressing?
No, depressing's not at all the word. It's like disturbing, maybe.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Well, you need to watch something. It's been a minute. Didn't know Crybaby was kind of a spoof of Grease. Makes me like it more. How did you? What? I mean, that's all he's making. It's like exactly what he's making fun of.
I didn't know it either.
What? It's like the greaser, but it's the what?
No, that's just like how it was back in the day.
No, it was his take on Grease. Like this would be a funnier. Like this is what it really would be close to. Like because those were just like normal weirdos.
I didn't know that.
They weren't like there was no like real across the track shit going on in Grease. Didn't know Crybaby was kind of a spoof of Grease. Drew and Johnny Depp can shed a tear on demand. It's a gift. I can. Yes, I can. I can cry when I need to. Didn't make it to 1991. Next week. Love you. All right. Our episode's a little shorter this week. Thank God.
Thank God. You're
Our
welcome.
listeners were like, thank God. Hour 23. That's not anything we missed. Anything. Tara, I do want to figure out a movie, though, for next week. Would you like to watch something from 1991 or 1992? This would have been a good week for you to watch something since you had nothing going on, it sounds like.
I know. Sucked.
1991 movies. Oh, there was another one. There was a bunch that were like things we watched as kids, but didn't make our list. Fried Green Tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
I love this movie called Toy Soldiers in 1991. It was a lot of fun. It had Rudy in it. K2 was a movie I loved for some reason.
Was that about like a plane crash?
People were like stuck on a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was another one? Drop Dead Fred was not a lot of people's things. It's like that's why it's almost weird that Miranda loves it.
Well, when I was little, I
as
liked
much as
it,
she
but
did.
then I
know.
can't.
As I watch it now, I hate it.
I do too.
Thelma and Louise is one I don't think we mentioned either.
Mm-mm.
Hold on. 1992 movies. Have you ever seen a little movie? I'm trying to find one I really enjoy. Remember Cutting Edge?
Topic.
I don't want to say too many 92 movies. That's kind of why I wanted to like have you watch a movie from the year that we currently like. You've seen Reservoir Dogs, right?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
We already watched Under Siege. Why did we watch that?
I don't know.
We must have watched that before we started this countdown here.
Yeah.
I would say.
You wanted me to see a Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything that's grabbing me, even though I would like to watch a movie. Man, 92's got some good stuff. I'm excited for 1992. I'm trying to think of a 91 movie that I love that you never saw. I feel like I named stuff and you'd already seen it. Remember Ricochet?
Yeah. There's some
Crazy
craziness going on.
Crazy ass lines in that movie.
Yeah.
But that was a 91 movie.
That's with what's his nuts.
Yeah. It is what's his nuts. I'm not seeing anything from 91 that... Huh? Lithgow's in it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite Johns. John Lithgow.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he one of my favorite Johns?
Probably.
Did he make my list
John?
of favorite Johns?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure. So, yeah, I don't have anything. If I come up with something, I'll let you know. I'm just trying to think of something. You're due for a movie. We're due for a movie. We could watch that one that Trent told us to watch and come back on it. Last Dragon.
Mm.
I don't know if we ever found anywhere to watch it. But I kind of want to watch it since neither of us have seen it. Oh, it's not that much. It's like $3, $2.79 on Amazon. Let's watch Last Dragon for Trent's sake. Don't make a face. We can't just watch. Remember when we watched
I don't love watching movies.
Gleaming the Cube? I don't care what you love doing. We're a sports and entertainment podcast.
Well, maybe they don't.
That or you have to
maybe-
watch all of The Curse this week because it's fucking out of control. Would you rather watch Misery
God.
or The Last Dragon?
Not Misery.
I think The Last Dragon.
Do you want me
It's
to?
$2.79. We can swing that, right?
What's the curse on?
Paramount.
My
Showtime.
Paramount hasn't been working.
It's hard to get to work. I get
Yeah.
lucky.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I kind of want to watch The Last Dragon because I've never seen it.
Sure,
It's wild.
we'll do that.
It looks nuts. We're gonna watch it.
$2.75. I think we can.
$2.79.
Yes.
$2.79 on Prime Video. Hey Tara,
Hey, Drew.
stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Stay dry.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon fights.
Why can't you just say stay dry back to me?
Stay
You didn't say
dry.
have a Tuesday. You got to do your little fancy one.
I think it's
I don't think I
fun.
like it better.
Okay,
I
then
don't know
let's
that I
try
like
it again.
better.
Let's try it again.
No, we already did it.
Well-
Have a good one, guys. Bye.